Do I actually turn into a devil with this? I think I'm gonna turn into a devil now. Ouch. Okay, 31 damage is not nice. God damn it. Oh, that was a sweep and a double strike. Oh, that's cool. I did not know that can actually occur. For some reason, I'm actually whiffing my double strike and then I'm whiffing my sweep. That's actually pretty sad. Okay, we are gonna rip guts. And then I have still my Asmodeus form. Okay. Okay, okay. Ouch. Okay, so now I could take the Asmodeus form and I could then have my outburst again so that he doesn't attack before me. But at the same time, this would put me here, and then I would get a momentum for a critical strike that can't miss. So quite frankly, I'm actually gonna try for the last momentum point. And then we're gonna see, okay. Well, that was pretty sad. I thought I'm actually going before him. Or I did go before him, but I did not actually kill him with the critical hit, which I thought would have been nice. Sad. Okay, so yeah, those seem to be very common for some reason. Since it is the fourth item that I found now, so I'm guessing those are not legendaries. But what I do like with this is that yeah, there's really multiple things. Yeah, dodging, nice. That there is a lot of different stats that then can work all together, and yeah, now I can also finally show you. Yeah, victory, 1 health point. Blood of Beelzebub. Bloodbath of Hellslave. Still in shock, the last prisoner mumbles a few words. Trembling, he describes the ritual that took place before you arrived. The demon circle, drinking concoctions, then his friend's body that exploded to change into an abomination. Out of the 3 prisoners you came to rescue, he is the sole survivor. And see, he has those yellow eyes that I also have. You would think that this actually means something to like, oh, maybe he is actually a demon himself already, or he's like already changing. And so you kill him before you actually bring him to the village, and there's negative effects. But no, the game doesn't actually do something like that. Like, I would actually like it that, you know, now you actually, you talk with him for a moment, and then he gives off the vibe of like, nah, this is just, you know, like he actually answers in a human manner, like, oh, can you take like the stuff of my comrades with you, or that he asks, how can you take can you find the stuff of my comrades if they don't use if they you know, like I have no use for it anymore, I can at least sell them for coin so that you know, like, yeah, that's not really how a human would talk. So that, oh yeah, Mammon has taken possession of him, right? Did it die? No, I actually have... Yes, it did. I don't know why. It says that I've been live for 3.5 hours, but it does tell me that a stream has been interrupted. I don't know why. But yeah. It would be best to head back with him quickly, but at the end of the cave, the quivering voice of a man resonates. He is in poor shape. It's best to take him to the village and look after him before interrogating him. One survivor plus a stranger that doesn't look in great shape. Rattling of the chains leaves no doubt. The zone is used as a prison. Thanks for thinning down the ranks. A promise is a promise. Search the ground and the pit. There's a hatch where they hide provisions. Now I beg of you, put an end to my suffering. The blood of the demon still runs through my veins. I'm doomed. Be quick. Yeah, that is also what happens in The Blind Prophet. Like, we're not making a big choice out of this. We are just effective. Where was the pit? Here, right? But first, I wanted to know about this. Supplies. Okay, that's bad. That could be very bad. I don't want to die. Let's say... This is normal difficulty. I should not struggle so much on normal difficulty, right? Also because I'm feeling I'm taking already a lot of power. I don't know what I would do different. So either we take this and we are trying to heal, or we use the healing flask. I'm gonna say we're actually gonna turn. And we're gonna try to take one of them out. Okay, that was a good dodge. Okay. So that was as much as I can hope with this, right? Okay. Number one is out. Can blow itself up. But now that we have full health, I'm actually gonna say it's probably better to go for this one instead. Where do you put me? This one is the later one, so I'm not gonna take this one anyways. So it might be better. Well, I have this still running, so this should still put me in front there. Okay. Okay. It's fine. I'm gonna do this again. Why is there backup? What? Oh my god. That is actually... Huh. Interesting. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. And there's no sweeps or anything. Yep. Perfect. And I'm turning back. Yep. Great. Okay. So back to this. Back to this. And I'm gonna turn into even more of a devil. No, this time. Okay. Well, at least we got that much. Okay, so now, Light of the Idiots, a little gold. I'm not gonna stick around. So this is only for the dungeon. But I'm guessing that this one, so this doesn't make much sense to me. This one actually, I'm guessing I can take the gold out, right? Out of the dungeon. Although 13 is not a lot. So, where was the pit? It was there, right? Nope. Was it there? Nope. Was it there? Pit. Yeah. And... oh. Oh, so this is now the... This is the trap that the cultist told me about. Hard to miss indeed. Yeah, hard to miss. I'm fully agreeing. Okay, yes. Nice. One that is completely useless. Crafting item. I did not know that there was crafting items. Face of a young woman set for eternity. Silver funeral mask. Some gold and some food rations. Okay. Do I get more XP? That would be very nice. I'm not quite sure if I should complain. By the way, there's a lore. Oh, wait. So, okay. I don't know if I should complain, but yeah, now I can show this to you. So we have gained. We are level 4, right? Yeah, we are level 4, and I've been playing for over 3 hours already. I don't know if we should still be level 4, right? It would probably do good if the if the game opens up a little bit quicker. So the next one that I would take, now that we have finally... I was actually not sure if we are gonna make it to there. So there's momentum, which you have seen occur. So those are 3 things that can occur in a battle, and you can actually choose from them. I would like it more if those would work together, because what I thought was gonna happen is that those are gonna combine, or can combine. So that I have the next attack is critical and cannot miss, and then I have gut ripping so that I'm healing for 50% of the inflicted damage. But you can only choose one every 20 seconds, right? Single use ability in a fight. Then there's the active abilities that we have down here. And this one we needed to take, and or this one we needed to take, and then this one I've taken on top because, hey, when you kill an enemy, so I mean, if I have the bleeding on them, it should be free, right? And it works out kind of nicely. I don't know what we got from the Beelzebub, quite frankly, because I have 70 health, right? I don't know if I'm just at 70 health, but yeah, max health is 70. I had 70 health before, so didn't the Beelzebub say something to me about max health, or was it health recovery, or? Because I have +8, and then I have naturally occurring plus, I want to say +8. Or less than that? Wait, 16. So maybe I have +7. So I'm not quite sure what happened to the buff that you chose with the Beelzebub. Oh yeah, right. And so we have the active powers. And the next one that I want to take is the Rage Point. Cast on self. You enter violent trance and launch a tornado of attacks on all enemies. I strike them twice with basic melee attacks. And this recharges when you turn into a demon, which I have the Asmodeus form that gives me 20% of max rage. And max rage is 100. So I'm basically getting half of that from just turning into the demon. And since we have this as a momentum power as well, I'm getting that relatively nicely. We also have this, so I get 10% right away. And then we have the Beelzebub's Sun relic, which gives me 7. So yeah, like I said, that is stuff I do enjoy in these games, so that I can use this basically even in the start of the game or of the fight, and then I can transform back into a demon and basically get this filled up again, more or less. Sweep also has the generating 1 rage point for each target you hit. But I have to say, for some reason, as much as I like it, those like that combination of Asmodeus form, which I don't know, is there like this is basically a game you have to play again, I think, because I don't think you get the Asmodeus form on other characters. Because I've taken, like I said, I've made a deal with Asmodeus, whatever it's called. It's probably whatever form it takes, because in the other game it was Asmodee, because it was a she. I don't understand. But yeah, in Blind Prophet it was a she. In this one, Asmodeus, I think, gave me that form as a power, because I mean I have not taken it. So maybe another starting devil that I would make a deal with would give me something else. But this is so integral to what I'm building that it feels like, yeah, if I didn't have this would not come together. So yeah, if I had something else, then I would build something completely else. So that is interesting. I have to try it out. I don't think so. That it actually is like that, because then it would also have to change the momentum and other stuff. But yeah, so the skills, for some reason, the active skills, those that I have here as a combination, I like a lot, because yeah, this is just what I can do basically every fight. And then this one, which obviously sounds pretty good, I want to say. Like, you strike each enemy 2 times. So basically, like, if there's 3 enemies, I strike 6 times. But I like those less. So, for example, here, Sacrifice to Moloch costs 20% of my current health and increases the melee damage of my next attack, so one attack, by 25%. Honestly, that does not sound worth it at all, right? That sounds super weak. The fatigue of your next spell is reduced by 90%. Recharges when you kill an enemy is nice, because yeah, this can actually like basically be used every time for like more hits. But then there's other stuff like additional damage to target equal to your current rage points. Sounds okay, but then you use this for 25 as well. So then this sounds much better. And this one is also cost 20 mana points, increases your critical chance by a chance, and recharges only when you're close to death. And I don't know what survival mode means. That sounds also really bad, and is for some reason called perfection. Meanwhile, the passives I like a lot more. So this one gives me just a 25% chance of bleeding occurring on all of my attacks. 40% of the damage inflicted as bleeding points. Every 10 second target loses 1 health points per bleeding. Relentlessness. After a melee attack, you have a 30% chance to perform another melee attack with less damage, but still. And this, on top of the apocalyptic choreography, if this is 6 attacks, then I have 6 times a 30% chance of extra attacks occurring, and then together with the weapon that I have equipped, has another 30% chance on sweeps, right? To hit all enemies. I don't know if it works like that, but if it works like that, that is a really neat combination that I would really cherish. And yeah, your melee attacks then also have a 30% chance of hitting enemies adjacent to your target. So, like I said, I actually really find that funny. When you hit in melee, you gain 1 rage point, and your fatigue is decreased by 1. Is also, if I'm then with the attacks, if there is 6 attacks and I'm then reducing the fatigue to 1 second, so then I can just attack over and over again and generate rage points. That would be pretty nice, right? And yeah, you recover 5% of your max rage points every 10 seconds. And yeah, when you're dealt a critical hit, you also go into demonic form without even needing points. So then I could actually stay up in that form. So yeah, that is the next thing that I'm working towards. So I like the passive points in this game actually more than the active skills. You begin fights 4 seconds ahead, and your first attack is always critical. Also sounds really nice, right? When an enemy is dealt bleeding damage, you gain 20% of this damage in health points. When you land a melee critical hit, you add bleeding to the target equal to 20% of the damage inflicted. So I would start with a critical hit, and then I add 20% of this as bleeding, right? Sounds honestly pretty nice. When you do critical hit, you gain 1% of your max health and mana. Sounds not so good. Because what am I gonna do with 1%? At the end of each combat, you gain a new health potion. That honestly sounds really fun. But yeah, again, there's not... So, I'm gonna show you the world. I'm gonna show you the whole world. Honestly, I kind of don't wanna leave. Now that I have a health flask again. But I think... Like it says, doesn't look in great shape. Let's go back. I think it is probably good that I don't linger around too long. But there also shouldn't be anything occurring anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna show you the world. Because now I'm on level 4. And yes, this was effectively my 3rd dungeon because I was in here twice for 2 quests, and now we have done this. For some reason, the Mine of the Demon needs level 2. And yeah, there's Milgrove, which is not a town, unfortunately. The Henge, and this is not something, this is also not something. So yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this 6 locations. That's the whole game. There's nothing else. At least not now. Not that I could see. So if that is the case, scope, I guess. Because if I'm now sitting around at level 4 and I've always taken experience, especially like that I have the quest, that I have the traps, is kind of weird. Okay, let's go to the inn first and see the healer. Okay. Apparently that doesn't say anything. Okay. So yeah, now that I'm at this level, there's only 4 more dungeons to explore. So I'm guessing from the powers that the scope is also that I'm only getting like 4 more levels, maybe 5 more levels. Which is then understandable, kind of, that yeah, there's a limit to how much you can take here, and I've already taken extra experience, so I should like be like 1 level less. But so every dungeon is, you take 1 level more, and there's 6 dungeons in the game, so if I take the first one twice, maybe I have another 2 that I take up twice. So then at best we are going with 9 levels, which honestly is not much. It is a lot. Let's be clear, it is a lot, but maybe that is where it would come in. What I don't necessarily like in Path of Exile, and that they have, for some reason, from God's forsaken reason, they have actually kept that, is in Path of Exile 2, they also have it, where you need to take those in-between nodes that give you like 10% or like 10 strength or 10 intelligence or 10 dexterity. And I don't necessarily like that. There's another game which I think I've played on stream. I think that was in a time, because they only had a prologue for that you can't play right now. To Kill a God. And they have basically done that right. There is a tree where there's then also points in between. But you can take like different stuff from the points. Like here is, you can take 1% dodge, or you can take 2% attack speed, right? And so at least when you're going those routes, you can then also take like, oh, I get like 1% armor point here, or I get like 2% attack speed and 1% crit from this, and here I'm getting the like 1% dodge and you know, like 5% mana regeneration or something like that. Something to make this feel more, like I said, like I'm getting the levels. I'm then halfway through the game, and I'm like, oh, I have 5 abilities now. I don't know. The gates of hell are ready to flood onto us. These cultists are dead, but the region is infested in similar caves. How is that possible? Damn it, we can't hold on forever. Take these pieces of equipment that belong to our former brothers in arms. We don't need them anymore. I mean, not terrible, but I found better. Yeah, I have found better in literally everything. Okay, yeah, now we can actually forge something. What happened to the guy? Are you the guy? Oh, he is the guy. Yeah, and look at his demon eyes. Hey, you're the one who got me out of the mine. Thanks so much. Without you, I would have ended up like the others, changed into a demonic beast, or who knows what sort of abomination. What was I doing there? Well, let's say I'm a little curious, and I got burned while playing with fire. I'm crazy about occultism and forbidden things, which is why I started to study the Black Cult. One night, as I was sneaking into the mine, I went too far and they caught me. The object of my desire was a red scroll that fit the description of a demonic object well known by the occultists. The scroll of Goetic language. The game makers are called Ars Goetica. And that is why our character is called Arsman. I'm both fascinated and terrorized by its powers. But I should not worry. Only those who made a pact with the devil may use it. Lend it to you? Ah, yes, if you promise to destroy it, then I'd rather get rid of it. Call me crazy, but I feel like it was talking to me during the night. This scroll is haunted by the devil. Get rid of it before it falls into the wrong hands. Oh, do not worry. It won't fall into the wrong hands. No devil worshippers here. Hey, Mr. Forgeman. I heard about your exploits, and I must say, you gave me some hope. I think my duty is to help you in these dark times in my own way. The blacksmiths of the valley of Nivlath pass their ancestral knowledge from generation to generation in order to create mighty weapons. But not everyone can pretend to such level of craftsmanship, and you can't build these weapons with random materials. Go and see the village librarian and ask him if he still has the scrolls of Nivlath. It is time this knowledge comes out of oblivion and that heroes start to carry unique weapons again. Ah, okay. Well, I guess. Hello, Mr. Libraryman. The Scrolls of Nivlath. Oh, I have some, but the rest of that ancient knowledge is scattered across the valley. They tell us the production methods of powerful weapons, which necessitate a skilled blacksmith, of course. Once you know the necessary elements to create those weapons, you will need to collect them. Alas, they can't be bought, so don't forget to keep the ones you find. Well, okay. So I'm keeping this. And now I wanna know. Can only be used once each combat. Okay. Yeah, so I've bought a lot of food, and I have to say it's honestly not good, because that is like 11 health, or what it gave me. That's not particularly great. Mr. Forge guy, yes, I need lots of help. Oh yeah, nice. Okay, so something opened up. Minor cuff. Armor 1% max health. Every 10 seconds you gain 2 health points. The Thunder of Nibbler. So we have the Exterminator of Nibbler and the Thunder. When you hit in melee, you gain 3 health points. When you hit or get hit in melee, you have a 30% chance of striking your enemy and dealing 5 damage. Does that count as melee then as well? Does this actually reference itself? Chance of blocking. Healing spells plus 15%. Armor 9. Damn. That thing is pretty crazy. And he has crafting ore. Interesting. Okay, so what is this? Sell for 11 gold. Okay. So I can buy it for 300. Or I can sell it for 11. I'm gonna say it ain't that interesting then. But hey, at least we are almost up there. So, yeah, it is 2 armor. Like, this is honestly pretty bad. But every 10 seconds gain 2 health points, not terrible. Still, I think I like what I have. So I'm guessing crafting gives you then green items. Max health, max mana. Captain helmet. Healer helmet. Oh, wait, so... So if I'm taking the max health away, then it doesn't actually go up again. That is weird. Iron Spike, leg armor. Well, I like that, I think. Phoenix Relic I'm gonna keep. Chance of dodging and rage in the beginning. Gonna keep that as well. Strategist, max mana. Okay, so there's a healer helmet with armor 2%, max health 4. There's a captain helmet with armor 2, max health and max mana plus 2. Or there's a strategist helmet with armor 2% and max mana 4. By the way, I cannot use support. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna use this as support, huh? And let me get this back. Okay, so I can't... Well, that is pretty sad. I thought maybe I can use the daggers in both hands. And then I would be interested in what happens, because with a light weapon, -1 fatigue after a melee attack. So could I have reduced this to 5 seconds? And then do like damage from 2 things? Yeah, also Combat Claw is better than the other stuff. I'm gonna sell the Druidic Stone as well. Okay, we are almost up to 300, so theoretically, if I wanted, we could buy the wrist cuff and this. I'm gonna say I'm gonna buy the iron ore, just... Oh, now I've bought 2. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say I buy 2 iron ores. I thought this actually... So you can just buy as many of those items as you want, because you can only equip them once, right? Stupid, stupid. Okay, here. More crafting. Then we have this, and this, and this. See, I have 2 claws, but I can't equip... I can't equip them both. Chance of magical crit. My leg armor. Magical damage. Armor. Wait, offhand? Offhand, rage in the beginning of combat, broadsword and my helmets, and my phoenix claw health points. I'm gonna say I'm also not gonna keep that. What are you? I told the villagers what you had done for me, and the druidess of the village wants to see you. You will find her in her refuge atop a great tree. I learned about your courage, stranger. People like you usually make things more difficult for us. They don't help us. I'm the druidess of this village and the spiritual keeper. The spirits are troubled by the evil presence. I will try to help you in your quest. West of Baelith stands the village of Milgrave, which is nothing more than an impenetrable field of ruins. You who made a pact with the devil, you can succeed where we have failed. My visions have told me that it is a stronghold of the invasion. If you free Milgrave, you will learn more about the situation. Do not underestimate the forces that lived there this time. Your powers will really be put to the test. Yeah, and I am very much, unfortunately, first fragment, already struggling. So silver funeral mask, iron ore, short sword, or guard lance or dagger. These passages contain the memories of the great blacksmith of Nivla, their character and their heirloom. First fragment. Unlike his young comrades, Simeon the Butcher wasn't looking for originality nor aesthetics in his work, but only the perfect balance that would allow optimal precision and efficiency. He could change any common weapon, like a sword, a short sword, a guard lance or a dagger, into a remarkable weapon, with just a bit of silver and a dose of iron. Okay. So it doesn't matter that it's a funeral mask, it's just silver. I need to first... While healing. Where do I get my potions filled up? Where was that? I press this button to go from forging to trading. Which button? Ah, there. Read carefully the recipes in the lore tab. Once the weapons and crafting items collected, slide them into the right column, then press the hammer button. He wanted a spear, but let's just try. Let's see if this actually works. I wanna know. Yeah, I can't see it. Okay, I need some spear. Some other spear. But where did I refill my health potions? Trade. Ah, there we go. It's the poison, mana points, ghostly wristbands, 3 seconds. Oh, she has also one of those. And she also has a horn of the son of... Okay, so, but we have found the items now that those cost 800 and 860 gold. Honestly, that sounds pretty crazy to me. But yeah. I need to actually eat on time. Before it's gonna be a whole ordeal again. Because tomorrow, there is gonna be the sea market again that I wanna actually visit. Eat some ice. They have some really good ice cream over there. And I need to water at the grave of my grandparents. So then I need to drive a little bit further. So yeah, I don't want to get started too late tomorrow. Because probably what will happen is that I'm gonna try to stream before, and we are probably gonna play the kids game. I'm just not sure where we are actually gonna start with it. Because yesterday, for some reason, the stream was struggling. I mean, apparently it seems to be struggling right now when it interrupts without me actually knowing it. But yeah, so I'm gonna eat now. Then I'm gonna be back in like an hour or so. And then I've already streamed like an hour longer than I actually wanted because I did enjoy the game and I wanted to see where it actually goes. What are we gonna stream in an hour? Are we gonna start? Are we gonna start Call of the Sea? That is gonna be the big question. Magicraft collaborating with Dave the Diver, but unfortunately, framerate optimization, infinite mode, we are all well underway. Currently, development schedule planned end of 2026. We are still expanding it step by step. I don't. There's lots of stuff that is. Silky smooth frame rates, months of painful refactoring. Okay. Okay, so there's no big updates for Magicraft, unfortunately. Is there something for state of expansion? Okay, so like we could read Grim Dawn update or and play that. We could also play some backpack battles. Honestly, we could actually do that. Or Call of the Sea as another story game. So then we're gonna again end up with like probably like Call of the Sea. Let me just see how long people have taken, because I've bought it yesterday after we have looked at it on the stream last time. There's always those like there's a lot of 6 hours reviews, then there's the 15 hours, and there's a guy with 23 hours, like 16, 14, 5, 5, 8. Like I sometimes don't understand how people play games. But yeah, seems like a good 10-hour game, maybe 12 hours. So we have 4 days, 1 hour, like 4 hours each for a stream cycle. So yeah, that seems pretty good. So we can play backpack battles later for 2 hours or so. And then tomorrow we're gonna do a Call of the Sea stream. And then I'm gonna, if I get up early enough, and then I need to actually get to water at the graveyard, and then gonna get my market time in. And when I come back, we can then see if either if I haven't played Call of Duty beforehand, or not long enough, or did we play something else? There's also Rainbreaker is 50% off. And it kind of makes me like, the story of Rainbreaker was actually pretty heartbreaking, because they have launched their game and then they basically knew that they would be closed. Like literally before they even started. Which is pretty damn demotivating, I can think. So yeah, if it is now already like it released 18th of March and is already 50% off. So for $5, honestly, might not be even so bad. Yeah, probably ambitious for what it was. Oh, there's a free demo. You know what? We can test the demo, I guess. How long do today's deal. How long is today's deal running? I don't know. Does today's deal actually count a whole day? When does that start? Oh well. We'll see. Like I said, I'm gonna go and fix myself something to eat, and then we'll see. But yeah, Rainbreaker demo actually sounds pretty damn good. Sultan's game. Overwhelmingly positive. Ah, that was the Chinese game, yeah. I mean, I have Magicraft, and it is pretty good, but at the same time, I'm never quite so sure if I wanna play the Chinese slop game. No, there are way too many interesting Chinese games, but they also always feel game leaves a bad aftertaste. As other commenter mentioned, that contains a lot of non-consensual scenes. Though a lot of content is avoidable, the game forces you to take these options in order to progress. This is especially the case if you're far into the game. One run takes many hours, and lost audio consumer rewinds reader choices. Yeah, feels like early access. Which, yeah, that is pretty close to my what I have as a feeling sometimes, that a lot of those Chinese games, they're half developed, thrown out, and then there's just like basically even in games they have the quality control of of what you can find on Amazon shops, right? Not that other games necessarily have less problems, especially on launch with bugs and such. But with the Chinese games, it's less the bugs and more the it just ends, and you feel like, did I pay for half a game? So yeah, it's just elevated. So yeah, I don't know. Also, German Dev Days Indie Award 2025. We can look at this later on. Yeah, so Rainbreaker demo, gonna download that and see if we like the game. Very glad about that. And then we look at the updates from Astrakhan and read about the German indie dev stuff. So, Anime, Kisse, Luna, thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it, and we'll